What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back out here on the Volkswagen again. You see me in the other video do a little bit of some of this repair work on the inside and this other panel right here. And basically what I'm gonna be doing is fitting the outside panel now that I showed you also in that one video, and then sandblasting it. So let's go ahead and get taken care of that. I'm gonna get set up right now, get the camera set up and everything, and then we'll go ahead and start showing you how we're doing that. So now that we're back over here on the car, you can see that we got the hole all cut out like you seen in the last video, and you see in this panel in the last video. Basically, I know all this is nice and good, so I can cut a lot of this off and right now, but always cut big and always cut fat and then take it back little by little. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you all that right now too. All right, guys, I had my dad come in off camera and get inside the car and try to map out the inside line so I can get a little bit easier rough estimate. So now I can see where this actually is going and where the top is. But I'm gonna cut all this down here fat because remember I gotta figure out this line now. But once I get this fitted in correctly, I can start fitting this one in correctly and then this one correctly, and then I can do this. Always work off from one point first, or put an anchor point in by drilling a screw in, so you always know it's gonna be in that exact same position. But always pick one spot first and then always go back to that to fit it back up to where you need to go. But let's keep going on this and keep cutting this out, all right? All right, now you guys can see that I got it nice and tight and really nice and fitting, nice butt weld like I like to do, so I can grind it down nice and smooth. What I'm gonna start doing next is I think I'm going to tackle, I don't know yet. I'm debating on which side I wanna go with. I wanna go across the top, which I think might be easier because I can start just following this line down lower and lower, and then when I get to this one, I can go back and whittle it in and then fit the bottom. But the bottom's definitely going to be last. But it seems like it's got a little bit of a flex to it, or a little bit of a bend right here, so I'm going to have to tweak it a little bit. Like I said before, you're always going to have to mess with these somewhat, somehow. But all in all, it's fitting pretty good so far. But let's keep going. So I basically have been doing a lot of fitting and trimming and, you know, grinding and all that. You can basically see where I need to go. I need to cut this last red line right here. I got the fender bolted back on in a few different spots, so it won't move, and I can make sure that I have the positioning correct where I need to go. So basically now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this line right here. So when I take it down, because I gotta obviously cut it all out and trim it out, that's gonna be my new mark line to fit from here to there. I still need to, on the other side of this, I have a little bit of a gap on the bottom right here, which I need to kind of just suck this in just a little bit more, or I might be able to, you know, take it in, because I'm gonna be taking this whole thing basically. I'm gonna be continuing whittling this down and, you know, trying to shape it into place. But this is basically what it's going to be looking like right here, just more straight and all that, and nice and butt welded up together, nice and clean. And then after that, I'm gonna go to the store and get me some exhaust tubing, get that all in there after I sandblast everything, of course. So I get some sand for the sandblaster, and then I gotta do some exhaust tube for the heater core in here for both sides. And then I should be able to sandblast this and get everything ready to go. We'll prep the car, get everything ready to go, sandblast it, and then start tacking it in place. But it's going pretty well, I would say. Just need a little bang in here, a little bang in there. But it's looking like it's fitting a lot better than it was in the very beginning. But like I said, it's just a little bit of folding here, a little bit of folding there. But let's keep going at it, guys. All right, here we go. All right, so I pretty much have gotten it all buttoned up and somewhat mostly fitted. When I start welding, you'll see, you know, in the video when I start welding that I'll have to push here, push there, pull out, and just not, you know, bang here, bang there. And you can see down here and under here, there's still a hole because I haven't had the other plate put back in. But this is basically how it's gonna sit. And you can see on this side how tight that gap is. To be really nice, easy TIG weld. And again, the fender's locked in place, nice and tight, so it's not gonna go nowhere. And I know exactly what spot the fender's supposed to be in, actually. So the next thing, like I said, I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be sandblasting it, getting it all cleaned up, and then heading to the store, getting the exhaust tubing that I need for the right size, and then prepping all that and getting it ready to go and weld it in. But I'm gonna get the wheel back on now, get all my stuff out of the way, get the car pushed out because I can't sandblast it in here. And then I'm gonna cover up the windows, cover up the inside as best I possibly can. I'm probably gonna tape in some cardboard inside there or something, I would say, so I don't get a whole bunch of sand in there. And that'd be really easy. And then I'll show you just a little bit of sandblasting, a little time lapse of that real quick, and then the results after that. But let's get into it. All right, so I just got done sandblasting, as you just seen in the time lapse, but you can see now that I got it all pretty much cleaned up. I'm gonna blow it all out and get it all ready to go. I'm gonna push it back into the shop right now, get it all set up for ready to go for tomorrow, and get ready to pull the places back in and tack it all in. But I really appreciate everybody that's been watching and supporting me and subscribing. Everybody else, please like and subscribe and keep an eye out for more projects that we got going on out here. I got some more videos coming out for this 71 GMC. I got more projects with this one. I got tons more stuff coming out with my dad's 56, and then my Opal that you see over there also. It should be coming out pretty soon too. But yeah, just make sure you guys keep watching and keep following and see what we got going on next. All right, guys, see you in a little bit.